It's Marc, the Geek. In this video, I have a hands-on look of the iPad Pro 9.7. This iPad has been released today, March 31st. T-Mobile actually sent it to me early yesterday, so I got to play with it a lot. I put it right here back in the package so you can see what to expect when you get it. Of course, almost every iPad and iPhone is the same packaging, so there's no big deal there. This is the 32 GB version. It comes in three models. It comes in 32 gigabytes, 128, and 256 gigabyte, which is amazing. I got the cheapest one. I didn't want to spend that much, and this is the Wi-Fi and cellular version. So this one works with all GSM carriers, and it works very nice. It's nice to be disconnected from your Wi-Fi and being able to use your iPad everywhere. Wow. I didn't think it was that good, but it's very good. Of course, this is 9.7 instead of the 12 point something, which is the first iPad Pro that Apple released. I'm going to take this out. And here you got the iPad, of course. Here you got the charger. Already used that already. Here you got the paperwork. Dun, 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 dun. You do get the little thing here to get the SIM card out if you need to, and you got some stickers there, and of course instruction manuals, and of course you got the lightning cable, which is, I'd say it's like 3 feet long, or maybe 4, now like 3 feet long, and that's it. Other than that, let's go ahead over here and start using over here. Dun, 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 dun. I got the gold version too. This is a color that I almost never pick on any device. So it's the first time I pick a gold device. And it comes in 4 colors as well. It also comes in rose gold. It comes in space gray, and it comes in silver. I think the silver one is the space gray, I think, is the one that's black in the front. I think that's the only one that's black in the front. Is space gray in the back. This, of course, the normal gold looks pretty good. I was impressed how cool it looks, the gold here on the iPad. Here, of course, this right here is because of the cellular. That when you see that there, that means that this is the cellular and Wi-Fi version. So it has a SIM card right here. Let's go and show you guys. Here is the SIM card right there. Over here, you got the volume buttons. Not bad. And over here you got the camera here, which the camera this time around, this iPad is the iPad with the best camera, I would say, in the market. It has a 12 megapixel camera. You can record in 4K as well. It has autofocus and all those great features, HDR and all that. Slow motion as well. And the front camera is a 5 megapixel camera, which records at 720p. I think it also records at 1080p as well. And yes, this can record 1080p 60 frames per second as well. It has the A9X chip, which is a 64-bit processor. It is a dual core. I think it's a 2.26 or 2.816 gigahertz. 2 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4 gigabytes of RAM. I honestly, when I heard that, I was a little bit worried about the performance here, because 4 gigabytes compared to 2 gigabytes, that's a double difference there. But after using it for a while, for more than 12 hours, I gotta say, very, very impressed with the speeds as well. This also has 4 speakers. It has 2 speakers here and 2 speakers here, which sounds amazing. Very, very incredible how good they sound. And over here, of course, you got the lightning cable. And the great thing is that this has the fingerprint scanner or reader, which lets you unlock and pay with your fingerprint very, very easily from the App Store, and I think it also lets you pay some sites that lets you confirm your identity with your fingerprint. I think it also lets you pay like that as well. Let's go ahead and turn it on. The power switch is over here in the top. There you go. Like I said, I already used this iPad, and I set it up with some of the apps that I wanted to try to begin with. It's been a while. I don't have an iPad or an iPhone. It's been a while. Been a couple. I think it's been a couple years already. And but not regretting it. Right here, of course, when you first unlock it, the first time you're gonna have to enter your password. After you enter your password, every time it goes to standby mode, for example, if you lock it and goes to standby mode, you can unlock it very easy with your fingerprints, and it works very, very fast. The screen is an IPS LCD screen, 9.7, of course, 2048 by 1538 in resolution. It has 264 pixel per inch. And everything here looks very, very gorgeous. I gotta say, very, very cool. It also has an anti-reflective coating, which prevents the screen from being very, very reflective compared to other devices. You can notice it a little bit if you put it side by side to another device that doesn't have it. You will notice it then, but not that much if you have it on your own. I can't really notice it if I have it on my own. One thing that this also has, which I think it's the only iPad with the True Tone feature, is the True Tone feature. Yeah, the True Tone feature is a feature that controls the brightness, or I think it's the warmth of the screen based on the location where you're at. Like for example, if you're in a dark location, it will dim the screen and try to make it more pleasantly for your eyes. If you're in a very bright location, it will go very, very bright. And it works very good. It does a very good job doing that. I really, really like it. You should try it, leave it on, and so you guys can see by yourself how it works. I think I actually like it, using it more than the auto brightness. I actually turned the auto brightness off. And of course, like I said, this has 4 speakers here in the back, and it does sound very, very good. So let's go put something So I can see there, it sounds very, very good. It sounds incredible, I have to say. And other than that, compared to other iPads, I don't see that much of a difference besides being very fast. It is very fast, even though a lot of people, especially Android users, are going to say that, oh, dual core, really? Dual core 2016, were you still talking about dual core? Well, Apple knows how to do these devices, how to take the most performance out of any single chip you could think of. So right here, I got Geekbench, and I'm going to go ahead and compare it to the speed-wise, right? I'm going to go ahead and compare speed-wise to the Galaxy Note 5, which actually has, I think this has an octa-core, 8 cores. And it's very powerful. So here I'm going to do the Geekbench here. I'm going to go ahead and start it, give it a head start. This is the same Geekbench 3. Giving a head start because, believe it or not, this one over here is way faster. Here, I can see the prior benches. Let's see, previous benches. Look at this. 30, 66, 67, and 5260. Those are the prior ones. Now let's go ahead and start a new benchmark. This one's still going there. So you guys can see the differences here. And that's one thing about Apple. Apple knows how to get the most out of any CPU they've ever released. So there it is. Like you see there, I gave it a a head start. And this is the same Geekbench 3. We got 3048, 5241 multi-core. Over here, this is an octa-core, and we got 1489 and 4348. So like you see there, it really doesn't matter if it has a quad core or an octa-core or a dual core. It still runs really, really good. And it also has only 2 gigabytes of RAM versus 4 gigabytes of RAM that the Galaxy Note 5 has. So when you think about it, on paper, the Galaxy Note 5 should be faster, right? But it is very, very fast here as well. But, other than that, I've been playing a couple games, especially later on. I'm going to be recording a video for Assassin's Creed Identity. One of the reasons that I purchased the iPad is because, I like playing video games, mobile video games, and I like sharing video games with you guys. And there's a lot of video games that come for iPhones or iPads that we don't get on Android, or it takes forever to be released on Android. And, right there, I'm losing. I'm losing some views that I should get if I had an iPad or an iPhone. So, but other than that, I've been liking it coming from a Android user. I think Apple has done a very good job. And of course, since this is the iPad Pro, you can use the Apple Pencil. I didn't get it, but I think I'm going to be getting it later on. It's like $100 the pencil, which kind of is crazy. Kind of sucks there's no location to hide the pencil. You would have to put it in your pocket or somewhere else. But that's okay. Another thing that I really like that Apple has done here is the multitask. You slide here from the side, and right here you can have like a browser open. If you slide like that, you can open something else over here. Like, see there, very cool. And I like the way they did it. It's very, very, very simple to use. You got the calendar here. If you want, you could make it a little bit wider. There you have it. As you keep on installing apps, you're gonna have other apps that are gonna be appearing on that list there. But it's very cool the way they're doing it. I really like it. It's very, very smooth, especially since this iPad is really fast. It's a breeze to use. I really like it. Of course, I had to install Flipboard. I'm a huge fan of Flipboard, and I always liked how Flipboard looks here on the iPads and iPhones. So other than that, guys, I will be doing a couple videos, like I said, for video games later on in the future. I think I will be uploading a video with the recording 4K so you guys can see a sample of the 4K recording. Thanks for watching the video. Expect videos for iOS as well on my channel, especially gaming and some apps that I find interesting that I really like and I think you guys will like as well. Till next time, guys.